Yeah, Assalamualaikum and a very good day to all. My name is Fadil Shakina binti Wan Abdul Raza, and together we are from Group Net 6. Country is number 180661. So as for today, this is our second time of recording for the next, and we will give given the topics of pathogenesis in our everyday life. So where we will talk about the cases that we will talk about some cases that we just learned. And talking about pathogenesis, we have learned about three different types of pathogenesis. That is degeneration, necrosis, and also infiltration. So in degenerative, they are divided into two. That is pure degeneration and also infiltrative. The first degeneration is about hydrophilia, where some of them will explain more about it, and the infiltrative degeneration is only about amyloidosis infiltrative and about the fatty infiltrative. Necrosis is also about there are some different types, that is caseous, liquefactive, and also fat necrosis, and also gangrene that which have been classified as a type of necrosis. And there is one type of pathogenesis, that is inflammation, that we always see in our everyday life. So regarding this, I will pass to my other group member, that is Maizatul Hanis, to continue with her case study.
Okay, hello, my name is Maizatul Hanis Dahiyah Yusof, matrix number 180061. Now, my groupmate Shakina has explained that we've learned three types of lesions, but actually I will be explaining another one, which is inflammation. And specifically what I'll be talking about is the inflammation of the intestines, specifically the small intestines. So it's termed enteritis. It's the inflammation of the intestines, especially the small intestine, caused by irritants, poisons, viral or bacterial infections, or unknown factors. The symptoms are very variable, but usually include continuous or intermittent diarrhea, occasionally bloody, accompanied by painful abdominal cramps. And fever is common, and sometimes it overshadows the digestive symptoms. Sometimes the serious complications occur, especially in infants and elderly people. Enterocolitis involves the colon as well as the small intestine. The gastroenteritis includes the stomach inflammation, and regional enteritis is a chronic inflammation that in its classic form is confined to the terminal portion of the ileum. The portion of the small intestine farthest from the stomach. In all forms of enteritis, treatment is usually directed toward relief of the symptoms, and anti-inflammatory agents play a very important role. And here I'd like to show a picture of the lesion. So sorry, I thought it was the same laptop. Okay, so here we have an inflamed intestine, small intestine. It's around the ileum, the renal portion.
Which intestine is that from?
It's the ileum. Yes, it's the ileum. It's the terminal portion of the gastrointestinal tract. And usually a normal ileum will not be that swollen. It will just appear like a pipe that can just bend normally. Well, this one is swollen and very red. So, Aisha, what would you like to share?
Marnie would like to share first.
Oh, okay.
Okay. My name is Nomarni Awanis binti Kamarudin, and my metric number is 180034. So today I would like to talk about hydropic degeneration that usually can cause blister. So blister is generally swelling of the cells or accumulation of water in cells. In general histology, it's finding in which cells absorb too much of water. And the cause agent is caused by 4 agents, that is mechanical, thermal, chemical, and virus. So the graphology is where the blister occur. You have a raised puffy on the skin surface, and on the cut surface of the blister, they will produce a liquid come up from it, and the underlying tissue is hyperemic. That means it's in form of the blood blister. So blister is commonly blister is known as the friction blister, where it's commonly occur in active population, which were in people that do sports or people that walk in long distance, and the result of friction force involve the skin in with object where the skin in contact. So it's create a localized discomfort to the persons, and in pathophysiology it is caused by skin softening and exfoliations. For the blood blister, it's similar to the friction blister but with additional force, causing damage to vessel walls, allowing blood to enter blister cavity.
I see.
Where the pathophysiology of the blood blister is a small pool of fluid including lymph and blood become trapped beneath skin following disruptions of subcutaneous vasculature. And this is the image of the blister, the friction blister.
Oh.
Oh.
I would like to show closer. Okay.
And another cause because of temperature can cause blisters such as scalding, that is by hot temperature or hot water. And another one is frostbite because of extreme temperature below the degree Celsius. And chemical exposure is because skin contacts with a cosmetic, detergent, solvent, or other chemicals such as poison ivy. This is known as the contact dermatitis. So that's all from me. Pass to Zati.
Hi, my name is Tengku Sheza Izati binti Sheikh Mubarak. My metric number is 177162. So today I would like to share about liquefactive necrosis. Liquefactive necrosis can be caused by bacterial infection or trauma. We can identify it's a liquefactive necrosis by determining the formation of cavity, which consists of fluid, and then if we can't find the fluid or cavity, we can see there's a variety shades of color. And then so one of the example of the liquefactive necrosis is the cerebral infarction. As you can see there, the cerebral infarction is a type of ischemic stroke resulting from the blockage in blood vessels supplying blood to the brain. Ischemic is vessel constriction, embolism, or thrombosis. As you can see, there's a fluid cavity which consists of fluid formed at the necrotic area. This cavity is formed as a result from the tissue destruction. In this case, it is considered as phospholipid tissue of brain. And then another one is microscopic view. As you can see here, there's a lot of macrophage. The macrophage is like clearing the lipid debris. That's about me. Aisha would like to share.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Nur Aisha binti Baharul, and my metric number is 180577. So, I would like to explain about the hepatic lipidosis in dogs. And actually, it's hepatic lipidosis in domestic animals. It usually occurs to cats, horses, and dog. Okay. What is hepatic lipidosis? It's also called as a fatty liver, where the accumulation of the triglyceride in the liver itself. This is because of the decreased use of fatty acid and also the rapid high energy demands, especially during lactation, pregnancy, and so on. Hepatic lipidosis also can occur due to the alteration in any point of normal lipid metabolism. It also usually associated with fasting or anorexia. Usually, a young dog usually used to experience this hepatic lipidosis because the adult dogs usually have complex digestive system compared to the young because they have a stable glucose metabolism compared to the young one. So next, I would like to show the picture of the fatty liver, also called hepatic lipidosis. As you can compare, the size for the fatty liver is much larger than the normal one. Also, the color, as you can see, it's more like yellowish in color. It shows it has high content of the fatty acids, also fats, triglyceride, compared to the normal one. Okay, next. Let's see. Okay. Next, I'll pass to Intan to explain about the cases.
Hi, my name is Intan Ain binti Salman. My metric number is 179070. And today I would like to talk about enterocytosis, which is a form of cell death, and it occurs primarily in tuberculosis. The agent that causes this disease is that agent is being present for considerable time, and the mutation by line of protein in the liver microorganism, which is what you can see is the morphology is like cheese-like appearance in lung of the content, and it caused by bacterium, Mycobacterium bovis, and the animals is likely to be infected when they are fully nourished or undersized, and the risk of death is growing levels and capital. And this disease is also zoonotic, which can cause tuberculosis in humans. It can be transmitted in trauma, but hospitalization can prevent disease spread by the mouth. And the sign for this disease is such that weakness, loss of condition and appetite, swelling of the lymph, and the persistent cough and respiratory disease. And that's all I would like to pass to Chini.
Good evening, my name is Chong Chuni with metric card number 179106. After hearing all my groupmates on their presentation of cases, I would like to present one on coagulative necrosis. Basically, what is coagulative necrosis? It is caused by bacterial infection, heavy metal poisoning such as mercury, and even vitamin D deficiency. So, grossly, what you can see today, my topic is on renal infarction. Okay, so grossly, you can see the appearance of the lesion appears to be white. If you can feel the kidney, it might be friable or firm. There is a well demarcated around the surrounding of tissue, and there is a narrow zone of redness at the margin of the lesion. So you can see there's a wedge-shaped lesion here, and this is caused by the coagulative necrosis and due to the low of blood supply to it, and this is what makes it look pale. Okay, and then it's actually the kidney part of the cortex and medulla got infected, but it was just a small part, so it does not cause the whole liver to be damaged. It can still be functioned. So a clinical sign of this would be the animal might face abdominal pain on the flank, and then hematuria can be seen. It's blood in the urine. So in the microscopic view here, you can see a normal kidney and the one which is dying, where there is necrosis, coagulative necrosis here. So the pale pink color is where the lesion is, and then it's considered, for this microscopic view, it's considered an acute disease for the necrosis in. Okay, so that's all for me. Pass to Sibui.
Yes, I will continue today's topic with my cases, which is diabetes mellitus. My name is Wong Chin Bui, matrix number 176422. So, before I start, I would like to show, this is the example of the patient with the diabetes mellitus. What occurs is what we call gangrene, which is a type of necrosis. So what happened during gangrene is, this is an example of dry gangrene, which the part that you can see a bit blackish green, which is the part that is necrosis happened, and we can see there's a very obvious of demarcation between the viable cell and the necrosis cell during dry gangrene. So dry gangrene, normally the causes is because of obstruction of the arterial, and this is also the blackish green color is due to the condensation of the thyroid ions. So other than dry gangrene, wet gangrene also occurs in the diabetes mellitus. So you can see the surface will be a bit wet rather than dry. And normally, other than happens on patients of the diabetes mellitus, it also happens in the internal organ. And normally it's due to venous obstruction. So other than human cases, it also happened, gangrene also happened in bovine, which is bovine thrombosis. This is the example of wet gangrene in animals, bovine thrombosis. So that's all for my presentation.
So as for today, we have learned lots of different types of lesion that was caused by necrosis, degeneration, and also inflammation. So even this disorder is normally occurs in our everyday life, including humans and also animals. So now we conclude that there are lots of different types of pathogenesis that can happen all around us, and we can try to justify it, to learn more about it, and to research more about that, and so that we can produce more cure for that diseases. So I think this is all from all of us.
Thank you.
Thank you.